Good evening, card fans. We have with us today Jasper. Jasper needs no introduction. He is the current Australian champion of One Piece. But we will still get Jasper to introduce himself. So, Jasper, would you like to tell everyone about yourself?
Hi, I'm Jasper, and I've been playing One Piece since OPO2 release. So that was like 2 years ago, I believe, and have been playing until now. And I managed to score some big events this year. So it was a pretty good year of One Piece for me. And yeah, you guys might also know me from my gamer tag Adachi in the Bandaya. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've had some fantastic results this year. Very, very strong player, which I came across in Adelaide. And you taught me a lesson. It was really cool playing against you there in Adelaide at the recent regionals too, and just seeing that skill gap between myself and yourself. Like, oh, it was you were never in any trouble at all in that game. I was like, oh, man, not even making you sweat. But yeah, it was really cool to play against you there. And you went okay in Adelaide.
Not the result I really hoped for, but most of the losses uh that was that I endured were out of my control. So I couldn't really blame it upon myself, but just try to do better next time and like hopefully like be luckier too. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
luck
fine.
has a lot to play with it,
Mm,
with any sort of card game, really.
yeah, for sure.
So One Piece you've been playing since OPO2, but you have some experience playing other card games too?
Oh yeah. So I basically played card games my whole life since 2015 when my friend introduced me to a different card game called Vanguard, and I stopped playing the game like a few years back around One Piece time because the game wasn't really growing and it wasn't like going anywhere, and One Piece really had like a different dynamic to it. One Piece really brought like it felt like it was more challenging, so I decided to hop all the way to like the One Piece train and be like full-time One Piece card gamer.
Yeah. And was that a difficult decision to make for you
It
or
was yeah, I believe it was a pretty difficult decision because I basically Vanguard was like a part of like 8 years of my life. I pretty much grew up with it. There's a lot of nostalgia involved, but since I really wanted to like move on to like it's not necessarily greener pastures at the time, but it's like I wanted a different environment, a different change. So, and what I believe One Piece was like the right card game for it.
yeah. Well, what drew you specifically to One Piece? Was it because you had friends playing One Piece, or was it you just saw it and were like, "Nah, I like this style"?
So I'm from Indonesia, right? I'm Indonesian living in Australia, and my friends in Indonesia they started playing One Piece because they too got like really bored of like the Vanguard game.
Yeah.
And when I came back for a holiday, nobody was playing Vanguard anymore. It was just One Piece. So I was like, okay, instead of me just sitting down in the card shop just looking at them play, I might as well try it out, right?
Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure.
during that time, they played OPO2 already in Japanese because Indonesian is part of like the
Asia.
Asia one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried playing, and then I came back because they were ending OPO2, they were heading into OPO3,
Mhm.
and I came back to um Aus- Australia. It was the first regional in Melbourne, I think. It's the second regional in Australia, and but it was the first one in Melbourne. I played that after learning the game for a month or two
Mhm.
max,
Yeah.
and I got second at that regional
Yeah, nice.
playing Red Zoro. And I lost to one of my the HQ member, just Stefan.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Um,
was pretty exciting.
yeah, that's cool. The was it like because you were doing quite well in Vanguard. Like
Hmm.
you were saying before, you went to Worlds for
Yeah,
Vanguard.
I did. I did went to Worlds for Vanguard.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
much top every event.
Yeah,
every year one event like that.
yeah, awesome. And so then coming across to One Piece, the having that long background in card games, that was a huge advantage to you.
Yeah, definitely a huge advantage because like the basics in a lot of card games are really like transferable skills. So like just like basic card counting or like just some logical decisions that you make during the game, like in terms of guarding,
Yeah,
that really helped. That was like a transferable skill from Vanguard to One Piece, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah. Card economy and the
Mm,
fundamentals. Yeah,
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 resource management, all those stuff,
Y-
all transferable.
yeah,
That's really
yeah.
advantageous.
And it's like Nice was saying the other day, if your fundamentals are strong, like you can pick up any deck and you're sort of like you're at 80, 90% mastered it already. And then it's that extra 10% that you've really got to work hard on to perfect. So, and then you came second in that first one. Always curious about those first regionals. Like, how well attended were they? Were they sold? Did they? Because they always seem to be quite well attended.
Yeah, I forgot. I think the first one was maybe around like 200,
Yeah. Okay.
300. I forgot, but it was pretty packed. It was one of the La Trobe University halls,
Yeah.
so I think it was pretty packed.
Yeah. Cool. Because
Yeah.
Adelaide was like 300 on the
Hmm.
weekend, and
200.
Sydney and Melbourne are always sort of
Oh, yeah,
packed. They sell
Sydney
out,
was
right?
like 500, I think,
Yeah. Yeah. They
the
sell
other
out.
day.
Yeah. And then nationals is like 1,000. Like they.
Nationals was a
Yeah.
thousand this year. Last year was capped at 520
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they capped it at 1,000 this year too.
Yeah.
Um, And so, speaking of nationals, you won that. Do you want to talk a bit about your preparation leading into that?
Yeah. So this year Nats, I had an insane run throughout the tournament, and honestly, during the tournament, I couldn't really believe my luck. I believe like luck played a huge, 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 huge role in my victory this year. Because an example would be I only faced one yellow deck playing Doflamingo throughout the tournament,
Yeah,
which is uh pretty crazy in terms of like variance, I believe. I only met one black yellow Luffy
yeah,
and no NL. Yeah, so that was pretty good.
yeah,
And my top cut run was all the matches were like advantageous to me, like the deck wise, like the deck
yeah. Okay,
matches. So I faced two P Luffys, one Blue Nami, and one Boa, and one Blue Doflamingo, which
yeah.
is basically like advantages throughout.
Yeah.
So
There's still a lot of skill involved there to be,
yeah,
1,000 people. Like it only takes one mistake or one bad hand, really, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah, hundred
so
percent.
still a lot of skill. That lead up to it with the training group that you guys have in Melbourne, was it Reverie and HQ?
Yeah, Swery and HQ. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was that. Also, probably would like to include like my friends from Indonesia that
yeah,
helped me
yeah,
throughout the tournament. So last year for Nats, I placed fourth at last year Nats
yeah,
as well,
yeah,
and that year I also so before every Nats since last year, so two times I went back to Indonesia for like a training camp for like 2 weeks. So I trained with my friends that basically are ahead of the meta because Japanese is like 1 to 2 sets ahead
yeah,
of English. So technically, I get a head start,
yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
because my friends are much more. I'm not saying like just more knowledgeable in terms of the meta because they've experienced it longer. Not saying that it's like bad players or good players,
yeah,
but it's more like the information they have is like more.
yeah. They're familiar with it,
Yeah, they're
right?
already familiar with it.
Yeah,
And they teach me like what do I have to do if this, and like the justifications are pretty much all already like written there.
yeah,
So
yeah. They've seen all like the tech to try and
yeah,
beat that like
all the
meta
tech, all the
deck.
variations, they are
Yeah,
already well versed. That's why I believe like during these two nats, I've been ahead of the meta a bit.
Right. So I have
Mm.
to convince my wife that I've got to go to Indonesia for 2 weeks for a boot camp.
Actually, probably any Asia country would do, like
Yeah.
Malaysia, Singapore,
Yeah.
and they're pretty good. They're really good.
Yeah. No.
Um, yeah.
So what in your boot camp then, like this is interesting concept to me. It's not something that I've heard anyone talk about. But the are you there for 2 weeks solely playing cards? Is that what it is? Or is it a holiday too? Like
It's kind of a
catching up?
mixture of both
Yeah.
because when I go back to Indonesia, it's more like I relax, I get to meet my friends, enjoy. So it's in a sense, it's like I get to practice, but also I'm in a comfortable environment.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, well, it's more of like a holiday. You can put it like that,
Yeah.
but it's like there are like since my friends work, the nighttime is solely for like card game.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
During
that
the day,
makes
I'm just like relaxing. Then
yeah.
when the night comes, it's like, okay, we gotta get serious now.
Yeah, lock in.
Yeah, lock in, gotta lock in.
Yeah.
100%.
That's yeah, that's really interesting because how far out from Nats are you doing that? Like, because Nats
Oh,
is say
yeah.
late January. Are you doing
Mm.
it before the end of December? Are you doing it early January? Like,
So I usually do it like December. I would come back to come back to Melbourne like at, it's like the week before Nats or like early during the week on Nats.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think that
So
was happened the 2 years.
yeah, because then you're sort of like relaxed,
Yeah,
locked
you're
in.
relaxed and you're fresh. You're like you are
Yeah,
fresh from all the knowledge, and then it's like you don't really like forget as much if like you just go back to playing here, and then like you get used to like the habits here or something, or like the meta here.
yeah,
So you're more like prepped already.
yeah. See, I did it the other way. I went to Nats and did that, and then jumped on a plane and went to Japan for
uh,
3 weeks to go skiing. I was like,
flipped up.
you should have done it the other way around. But
Yeah,
still had a great time. But
yeah, that's what matters.
yeah, and then so yeah. Speaking of Japan, I didn't because I'm only relatively new to One Piece. So I started with Uta starter
Mm.
deck. And I was in Japan. I think I flew out the day that the worlds were on. I just had no idea
Oh,
that they
yeah.
that they were on. But like the preparation for that. So going from winning Nats in late January to then playing at Worlds in March, is it a bit of a whirlwind or like
I think
another 2 weeks in Indonesia or
I think I stayed here because to be honest, during it was a pretty like long but not short gap between Nats and Worlds. It was like 2 months, and the meta was supposed to be the same. But like, I didn't I didn't make as much use of the time I had. Plus, I believe people were like tired from Nats, so I didn't really get to practice as much compared to when I prepared for Nats
yeah,
itself. Because people are there was nothing on the line for like other people or like my friends.
yeah,
So practicing didn't really become like a continuous thing. So
yeah.
probably I slacked off a bit too much on that during the
Well, because there's not a lot
lead up.
of events between
Mm,
Nats and when Worlds are on
yep,
in like Australia. I
yep.
don't think there's any, is there? I don't think there's onlines or anything. It's hard to find anyone who has the sort of like there's no one else training to go to an event and win sort of thing. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
almost left to your own devices there, really.
that's correct.
Yeah, yeah. That's a tricky one, isn't it?
It's a tricky one. It's more
Um,
like I probably should have went back to Asia and
y-
practice
yeah,
because I don't the card game scene in Asia is probably like much more like alive than compared to like here, I think.
yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't experienced, like, I've been to a couple of the Bandai stores in Japan and
Hmm.
played with my son plays as well,
Yeah.
and we've been to some of the game nights there and
Yep.
just played on the side because we can't read Japanese, so
Yeah.
we're like, "Oh, we'll just play." It was pretty fun, but,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like it's a cool scene, I'll tell you, like,
It's
yeah.
definitely fun.
Um, like, in terms then of the difference there between the East and the West, and we have global release coming up very
Hmm.
soon. Like, are you excited to be on the same level then?
I'm pretty excited because that would mean I'm more involved with my friends in Indonesia in regards to like deck building or like just I would know what they're talking about more, with the release. Like let's say they're already talking about, the OP thir- 13
13?
13,
Yeah.
the Gorosei.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're already talking about that. Meanwhile, us English, we're just getting ready for OP12, right?
yeah.
It was like releasing.
And we've got a
Yeah,
ban
it's
list just hit
yeah,
today, only
we've
like
got ban
10
list.
minutes ago.
Yeah. So it's like I want to be more on the same page as them. So I'm looking forward to the global release. I don't want to feel left out, I don't want to be FOMO.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's cool. So this is a question I was just chatting about this the other day with some mates about the global release. W- If you go back to Indonesia now, can you play in the flagships in Indonesia? Can you win
Yeah.
can you win a space two worlds from like the Indonesian or Asian championships?
Yeah, I think I can, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really tried, to be honest. I haven't really played in the CS
Yeah.
in Indonesia.
Yeah.
I'm living here and
Yeah.
I prefer it here. It's pretty uh consuming to go to Indonesia just to play one tournament and then go back
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's a lot, right?
I'd rather not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's a fair old flight from Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um yeah, I was just curious because I was like, some of the guys from Perth, it would probably be easier for them to fly to like
Yeah.
Singapore and Denpasar than it is to fly to like Brisbane or Melbourne, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I was always curious why those guys don't go and play there. Like, obviously the us being a few sets behind, but now once the sets come into global release, will they spend more time in that um, environment? I don't know. It's
That's
just
a good point actually. Maybe the really competitive ones would start flying out because they have a feel for like the meta is the same, so they would be more inclined to go, right? I
yeah,
think that's a good point. Yeah.
yeah. I was curious. Like, I don't know. I managed to get a lot of frequent flyer points through my work, so I was
Yeah.
like, well, maybe I could go over to Singapore
Yeah, you
one day
can.
and play in a CS. I don't know.
But the like
Come,
in Indonesia, the capacity is like much less than in here actually.
yeah, okay,
Like in Jakarta, I think the other day it was like 100 something people
yeah,
for the CS. So that's like a third or like half of
yeah,
like Brisbane, Adelaide, sorry.
yeah.
So
So
yes,
that's the capacity of the building, or
no, it's like the people who play actually.
yeah,
It's
okay,
around there.
yeah,
So
right.
it's much less than in here
Yeah, okay. I
in
thought it would
Indonesia.
be bigger in Jakarta. I don't know why, but just
Yeah.
because, yeah, because I have been to a card store in Denpasar and played
Oh,
at the
in
locals
Bali.
in Denpasar. Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty fun. Like, just this gringo rocked up. I was like, oh, well,
Yeah.
let's go. But it was good. Had a great time. But yeah. So if you now like we've done Adelaide. We have Brisbane coming up. Are you going to Brisbane?
I'm going to Brisbane.
Yep.
Was it September? It's September, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
September
Yeah, I'm going.
27th and 28th, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm going for
And then
sure.
after that, I think there's a couple more.
There's one
Um,
in Sydney, I think.
yeah, Sydney,
Uh,
November, and then probably
yeah,
another one in Melbourne, I assume.
yeah.
Um, at what point do you like, so are you looking now? at decks that you think you'll use for nationals coming up, or are you still focused more on the shorter term, like Brisbane, Sydney?
I'm still more focused on the shorter term, 100%. I haven't really thought about Nats. I think that's probably going to come during like the set when OP12 comes out. OP12,
Maybe 13 or 14. Yeah.
13. I think Nats is OP13 or something.
Yeah.
And probably I'll start thinking about that when we finish OP12.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I guess
So it's
like
still a long way.
it's still a long way out. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
still, I'm enamored by the boot camp because I'm like, it's such a cool way to condense so much learning into just like a specific time for an immediate output. Like it's such a cool
yeah,
idea. I'm like, that is a really cool idea.
yeah. Actually, for Nats, I don't know. This year, so last year I got fourth. This year I got first.
Yeah.
So last year I made a promise to myself to better my results
Yeah.
than fourth.
Yeah.
So third, second, it didn't matter as long as I was better than fourth. So this year I got first. Now
Yeah.
I guess my target this year would be to next year would be to retain the title,
Retain the
which
title. Yeah.
is gonna be very very hard to do, considering how competitive OP is getting these days.
Yeah. Yeah. It is getting super competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Um, Speaking like of super competitive, so there is people with these events that are like super, super competitive. Um, and you can see the energy around the auditoriums and stuff like that a lot of the time. Like, how do you, when you're playing, do you block that energy out, or do you like feed on that energy? Like, what are you doing during the day?
So during the tournament day, right?
Yeah,
So usually after every round, I would just like after like let's say round one, round two, doesn't matter if I win or lose, but I would just take out my phone, sit down, or like walk around. Well, I like to walk like it's not really fidgeting, but I just like to walk around
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't really like sitting still. I'll just scroll through my phone, look at like YouTube, TikTok, stuff like
yeah,
that. Just maybe a little brain rot just to calm my nerves down or like just to be chill.
yeah,
So that's like that's like probably a tip, for tournaments.
yeah,
It's just to like don't really think too much on what happened previously unless it's like there's a better play you thought of or something. But don't dwell on it too much, but just like relax, and just like be in a calmer mood. Don't really want to like overwhelm yourself with like unnecessary negative energy.
yeah, yeah,
So you just want to like cleanse all like the negative vibes, all the negative mindset, and just be more calm and prepared for the next round.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
that's
that's really good advice. Because like it's easy to tilt, or it is for
yeah,
me at least. Like, I it's like, and I lose a game, and I'm like, oh, all I had to do was split my don better, and I won that game, and it's like, oh, just like like such a simple foolish mistake, and I go off into a bit of a whirlwind, but really working on that, trying to do
yeah,
some of those box breathing techniques that
yeah.
Ernest was telling me about.
Mm.
Um,
As long as we learn from it, it's fine. It's
yeah,
fine.
that's
As long
it.
as we
Yeah.
learn and try to implement better methods or like improve on ourselves, I think that's completely fine.
Yeah, I think that's 100% right. That's the key, isn't it? You got to improve, or not even improve, right? Just
Yeah.
learn from your
Yes.
mistakes, and then progress. But yeah. So, do you have like a tip or trick that you would, apart from like just staying calm and stuff like that? Is there
I
any sort of tip or trick that you have that you think like is something really handy to pass on to players like myself that are in that sort of finishing around rank 100, that want to get up into
uh,
that top 64?
I don't know. Besides, like just I don't know. Usually, well, my personal own trick was like playing with the phone and just watching YouTube shorts, TikTok. But maybe some tips would be to, I guess, like after the tournament, it's like just reflect on like maybe like the sequencing or like just small points that you could have thought um you could have done better during the games. Like just um I think it's more to like sequencing, I guess.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
being calm during like uh the games. Like don't get pressured by the opponent, but
Yeah.
just play at your own pace. Sometimes there's a lot of like people who get scared by like their opponents. Like I don't know, it's like aura, like I don't know how
Yeah.
you
Or
call it, like
farming. Yeah.
like the aura
Yeah.
farming. Like you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, the guy looks scary, menacing, and then you just um misplay just from that like haki or like
Yeah.
aura.
Yeah.
So I think you play as if like you don't see your opponent's face or anything.
Yeah.
So you just look at the board and opponent's board, and that's like that's just the screen. I like to keep it like that. I
Yeah.
do not need
Okay.
to see my opponent's face. I play at my own pace. I play at my own rhythm.
Yeah.
So like doesn't matter if you take like 5 seconds longer or
Yeah.
however you want to do it, but as long as you think about everything you do each single step and you just do it slowly, I think you'll be fine. As long as you know what you're doing is right, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's really good
Just
advice. Like just to
slowly.
take that,
Yeah.
slow down, take that extra
Mm,
5 seconds. Cause it's
yeah.
like, just to take the 5 seconds and double check your maths right.
Yep.
And be like, yeah, no, if I do this, he doesn't have the cards, he can't counter. Like, yeah, that's really good advice. Cause I sometimes I feel like I rush towards the end there. Um,
Yeah.
in games because I don't know, play Bonnie. Those games seem to go a long time. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, got to finish this off quick. But yeah,
'Cause
but
sometimes people play at like they try to play like the more experienced players. Maybe they like play faster, just to intimidate their opponent. And
yeah,
then the opposing player gets sucked into that,
that
like into
vortex.
playing fast as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Uh, but then you always have to like, I don't know, like a reminder to oneself to like it's okay. He's done his turn. He's played fast. You can like take a bit more time. You don't get dragged into that
yeah,
playing fast
yeah.
mood.
Yeah. What is it? What's your favorite deck? What's the favorite deck that
Oh,
you've ever played?
Sakazuki unbanned.
A Sakazuki unbanned. No
Sakazuki
Gecko though,
unbanned.
so
Yeah, that was my favorite deck.
yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Um,
100%.
yeah. Are you going to try and bring it back, even though there's no
I
Sakazuki?
think I think power creep is too real.
Yeah,
And Ice Age is gone. Eruption is gone. Maybe you can try it with Tempest Kick, but like I don't know. I think the power level is
yeah.
much lower than like OP05 leader compared to like OP11 leader. It's just like Sakazuki's probably just gonna get rinsed by like
Green purple.
the leaders now, so it's
Yeah,
a bit tough.
yeah. And so going into OP12, then do you have a deck that you've got your eye on, or are you sticking with blue purple, or does those recent changes to the
OP12.
deck think you'll move on to something else?
Honestly, I never really like. I only played, I think, UP for like 2 events. I never really liked the deck. I honestly hated the deck with a passion.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just played it for the sake of playing it because it was getting banned. It was like best deck by
yeah,
100%. Um, I'm looking forward to playing GP actually.
yeah,
Back to GP with the new one cost event.
yeah,
I don't know what the English name is, but it's Ashura in Japanese.
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to
Was
adding
it?
that.
It's the longest named
Yeah,
event
it's the
ever. Was
Dead
it?
Man or I don't know.
Yeah, nine blades
Nine
drawn,
star.
dead man's
Yeah.
game. Like, yeah, it's like a mini Hody, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really Hody.
So it's a pretty cool card. Was it cost one, rest three?
Rest 2.
Rest two.
Rest 2.
Yeah,
Done
right.
or character.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. And like because it works so well with Does that work? Yeah, the synergy with the green purple leader is pretty good.
Yeah, because it restands the donut is basically like a refund if you have two Sanji puddings, so
Yeah,
it's really good.
yeah. Yeah, and then everything's a 7K coming at your face.
Yep.
So,
It's like
it's a
they
fr
built a hoodie for the deck because the deck can't play hoodie because hoodie's not a straw hat, so it's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
really strong.
yeah. No, it's really cool deck. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see now, like, what happens with the meta, like, what sort of decks people chase that recent ban announcement. But, yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, it's been really good, super insightful. Anything else that you want to talk about? Like, anything else you want to chat on? Any
Oh,
sort of topics you want to cover?
maybe I want to thank my HQ,
Yeah,
my HQ mates. They've
yeah,
been amazing. You know, they supported me throughout like Nats. The the support was overwhelming, and we're pretty much a group that pretty much cares for each other, which is like I don't know. It's not really like I don't know how to explain it, but amongst guys, it's like pretty wholesome. I don't know how to say it.
yeah. Bit of a bromance.
And bromance, yeah, it's pretty cool. I really
Yeah.
like.
No, it was good because I met a few of you guys up there in Adelaide too. It was really nice.
Yeah,
Chat there with Nice too. And then it's the same vibe, right, with the Brisbane crew. They all
yeah,
get along super well together, and you see that, like, these really sort of tight knit testing training groups, and they always perform so well. So
yeah.
it's really cool to see. Um,
Really thankful to have these people as like my trading partners. So
yeah, yeah, cool.
amazing.
Anyone else you want to shout out?
My Indonesian friends,
Yeah,
my Indonesian like card store friends. Like it's a card store in Indonesia called Iki Card Shop.
yeah, cool.
They're pretty much like the Indo friends that helped me throughout Nats this year and last year, and pretty much keep me updated on the meta. Tell me what decks I should look out for, what I should play. So yeah, I'm really thankful for my friends there. Team Eternal Magic that sponsors me.
Yeah,
Another shout out to.
yeah,
And actually want to shout out to my mom probably for being very supportive of me playing this hobby.
yeah,
Even though uh I probably spend too much time on it, time and money on it, but she's still been very supportive. So I would like to shout my mom out.
yeah. No, that's all very wholesome. You can't get far without your mums. It's
Yeah.
they're very important people. Um, So it's been really awesome chatting. I always finish with the same question, whether you prefer like anime, manga, live action, or something else. So what's your poison?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm waiting for Naruto card game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They'll probably
I'm
do a
waiting for that.
they'll probably do a magic Naruto crossover before they do a.
That. I mean,
Who's your
they already
favorite
have Spider
Naruto?
Man.
Who's your favorite
Uh,
Naruto character?
I have a card actually. Wait, let me think about
What?
it. It says Madara, but it's actually Obito.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
that's my favorite.
Yeah. Nice. Um, so Obito is your favorite, but
Yeah.
yeah, right. Is
Actually, can
that?
I show you a drawing? Wait,
Yeah, sure.
just a random drawing, but favorite character 100%.
Yeah, it is. You've got it. You've nailed it.
Yeah.
Did you draw that?
Nope. It was yeah, a friend that gave it to me, so I'm
Yeah,
really
cool.
grateful for that.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone tell me that Obito was their favorite character.
And that's me. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on. All the best in retaining your title
I'll
at
try my
Nats.
best.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah.
And especially in all the upcoming matches too.
Thank
Um,
you.
so I might be booking a ticket with you over there to Indonesia too for this boot camp.
Just let me know if you
Yeah,
ever go to Indonesia. I'll hit you up
yeah, for
with my
sure.
friends.
Yep, I've got mates that live over there at the moment, so I'll be over there visiting throughout the year.
Oh,
Um, yeah, they spend a fair bit of time in Jakarta too, so um, yeah, really look
good.
forward to
That's
it.
amazing. Are
Yeah,
you going to Brisbane?
Yep, I'll be in Brisbane. That's my birthday that weekend. So,
Oh,
I,
I'll see you there and wish you one then.
yeah, I've got to, I've got to get that top 64. That's my goal for
Go.
Brisbane.
Just
I'm going to
work hard.
shift
Yep.
off. Oh, I don't know if I'll shift off Bonnie. I've got to figure it out now.
I think Bonnie's pretty decent with
It's
UP being gone. I'm not too sure.
it's not too bad into this meta. And now that blue purple's gone, it's a bit, well, not gone, just restricted a bit, but because you just can't beat blue purple, like unless I can get
Yeah.
like chain 9 cost Zorro out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can like I was trying to shanks your big mums and stuff and all your Sanjis, and I
Yeah.
was like, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because
Like
you're playing one and I'm playing two, so it's just
two,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're drawing 2 cards each turn. I'm
yeah,
like, oh my god. So nah, but yeah, see how I go. Hopefully, I can jag a top 64. But it's a strong crew up there, and there's a strong crew going. We'll see how we go. Um, try my best. But anyway, yeah,
yeah.
thanks for coming on, man. Really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
And
Thank you for having me.
too easy. Chat more in the future.
100%.
All right,
For
cheers,
sure.
mate. Bye.
Thank you so much.